Greetings, it is I, Katagiri Jinrou, your resident werewolf VTuber, and welcome back to the Moonlight Brew, where we serve coffee as well as adult beverages. Would you like a coffee or adult beverage, my little wolfies? As you can see, we're actually not at the Moonlight Brew today. No. In fact, we're at the movie theater because it is our 10th movie watch-along together. So, we're going to be watching the cult classic. I know I say cult classic almost always when I do these movie watch-alongs, but a lot of the stuff I watch is very cult and campy, which I guess some of you like, but we're going to watch Ghoulies 2. Not to be confused with the first one, Ghoulies. The reason we're watching Ghoulies 2 is it's one of my favorite movies when I was growing up, as well as the fact that Ghoulies 1 I'm not a really big fan of, but 2 kind of hits it out of the park in terms of the puppetry effects with some of the animatronics, as well as just the story is much better and holds up better, in my personal opinion, than Ghoulies 1. And you don't need to really watch Ghoulies 1 to understand what's going on in Ghoulies 2, because only the characters of the Ghoulies are featured in this movie, and you don't really need backstory because it doesn't connect to the first one at all. It's its own standalone film. Just like, kind of like when you watch Critters, well, Critters 3, you don't need to watch Critters 1 or 2 necessarily, you know? So, we're going to watch it. We're going to queue up. I am going to be watching this via the Blu-ray copy that I have. This is available to rent on YouTube, as well as Google Play, as well as Amazon Video for the low price of $3.99. So if you want to watch it that way with me, you can. If not, there's a free version available on Tubi. I don't want to watch the Tubi version because there's a lot of commercials. There's like 6 commercials, and it'll take a lot longer to watch the movie, which I really don't feel like doing it that way personally, because I do have, obviously, the Blu-ray version of it to watch, which is going to be much more high def and more convenient for me the way I have things set up today, Wolfies. So, let me double check to make sure our audio desktop is muted because I will get in trouble. As a reminder, I can't stream the movie. I can only stream my reaction, so you will have to rent the movie or watch it with Tubi and kind of sync up your way. I recommend renting it. It's very cheap. YouTube, Amazon, or Apple Video all have it for like under $4. So, also, something, I have allergies today, so I might sound a little raspy, so please pardon that. It's just, it's allergy season, so it kind of, blows, so to speak, both my nose, as well as just, like, my throat is kind of killed at the moment, so please pardon that, Wolfies. Alright, so I'm going to give the countdown of 10, and we're going to queue up right at the beginning of the movie, right when it's black, okay? So, on the count of 10, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play, Wolfies. Right, we have the Metro Goldwyn Mayer trademark logo. This was actually done by MGM before the mouse bought them out. Alright, so what we got here? We got a tractor trailer. Kind of reminds me of American Truck Simulator, which we haven't played. We'll play it again in the future on the channel. Don't worry about that. So it's pulling up. What does it say on the tractor trailer? Satan's Den. Look at that art on it. It's not very fancy. Hey, that's Royal Daniel. He's a very famous actor back in the time period for a lot of horror movies. He's obsessed with the full moon, it seems. Ned, so we know that the character that Royal Daniel's playing is Ned. That's his nephew, the one that's driving the car. And he's going to teach him to be a magician of some sort? Uh-oh. Look at the truck, though. It's overheating. That's bad. Where are they going to be able to stop? They're, like, in the open road, right? Oh, look, it's a CB4 radio. The ones they use, trucker, breaker, breaker. Well, that person sounds very sassy. You'll notice there are some kind of stereotypes in this movie. Not necessarily negative ones, just very southern-ish. Who's that? Small Day? Why is he saying? Oh, so they work for a carnival, Wolfies. That's what they're driving? I guess maybe they have some type of feature at a carnival? Potentially. By the way, this movie was done by Empire Pictures by Charles Band, who would go on in the following year to start Full Moon Pictures, and you might remember Puppet Master. So right after Ghoulies 2, he went on to do Puppet Master. But this is Empire Pictures. This was before Full Moon. It's kind of funny, the foreshadowing here, as he's talking about the Full Moon there, and then I feel like that was kind of foreshadowing already as to what Full Moon Pictures was going to do. So there's Ghoulies 2, starring Damon Martin. Royal Daniel, who's the old man. He was in a lot of things like Twilight Zone, the movie. Phil Fadigakoria. He was actually in a lot of movies. Jay Darling, who is familiar, a lot of horror films she's played in as well. Carrie Ramsey, also starring Dale Wyatt, John Maynard, Sasha Jensen, star Andreef, William Butler, who's very, very good at special effects for his time. Johnny Jeffcoat, Christopher Burden, Mike Knox, casting director Anthony Barnario. Ghoulies creatures created by John Bucheller. He did really good effects on this movie. Production designer Giovanni Nantalucci. You gotta notice there's a lot of Italian names in this film because they actually filmed this in Italy. Because back in that time period for the 80s, it's actually cheaper to film out of America some of the lower budget films, and you get kind of a decent type of tax break for filming like in places like Italy. That's where a lot of things like spaghetti westerns were made and stuff, so that's why you see a lot of the directors of photography, everything's mostly Italian. Executive producer Charles Band. Charles Band back in the day knew how to make a very good movie on a very low budget, as opposed to some of his more recent works that we've seen with Full Moon Pictures, like Dr. Death, Jack Attack, very super low budget. Produced and directed by Albert Band. That was Charles Band's brother, if I remember correctly. So what we got here, a priest that's running with some type of bag. That priest has seen worse for wear. Why is he running? Why is he running? The lighting's pretty cool. He's running from, I guess those are Satan worshippers, and something's growling in the bag. What could that possibly be? Interesting. Yeah, I guess they're like low-budget Satan worshippers. They don't got really good robes. Looks like they went to the Halloween store in Spirit Halloween for those. Where's he running to? There's like nothing in sight here. Oh, there's an auto repair store, but he's not gonna be able to open that. That's locked, man. Why is he in such a... How did he break the door open? That's what I want to know. He picked a lock? How's a priest know how to pick a lock? You're supposed to be, a good upstanding human being. Who's that? So, to give it a little bit of context, the Ghoulies were basically created by devil worshippers, Satan worshippers. They were created as minions to worship satanic cults and everything. So those people, most likely, that are trying to get those creatures there in the bag back are actually characters that were loosely referenced in the first Ghoulies movie. That's all you really need to know about them. So the priest managed to avoid those guys? Interesting. But what is he going to do with those creatures? Obviously, there are creatures in the bag, right? Oh, toxic waste. How convenient that there's just toxic waste substance. Just happens to be their convenient plot device, right? Guess he's going to try to dump them in there? Well, I guess that might have been the Lord's work. I'm surprised they were able to afford the Goodyear tire sign in the background. Is he trying to perform some sort of exorcist against those things? He just dropped the whole bag in there. The sound design in this movie is pretty good. The music is really good, too. He's trying to do some type of ritual of some sort to get rid of them. Uh-oh. So one of the creatures actually followed him. It's a flying one. That one wasn't featured in the first movie. Oh, wow. He got pushed into toxic waste. So much for the priest. By the way, this movie is PG-13, but by 87 this movie was rated, or 88. The standards of the movie would probably be rated R by this point. So just a little note on that. So they pulled into the same gas station. This is not going to go well for them, Wolfies. What will happen? If you see a broken door, why would you try to go through it? Like a broken glass, something bad has happened here, right? Clearly our main character is in a rush. You think he's going to find anything to fix the car? Or the truck? Need some help. There's nobody there, man. Obviously the door. I don't know what they were thinking about going there. Arkansas, so they're from Arkansas originally because of the license plate. Why is he touching toxic waste? So what's wrong with the truck? What's that creature gonna do? Oh, look at that. Well, the priest obviously got melted. Toxic waste, right? So they're just gonna randomly steal tools to fix the car? They're going to Greenville? What's in Greenville? Oh, probably the next area for the carnival. Wow, look at that skeleton. Oh, look at that. Stuff's emerging from the acid, obviously, or toxic waste, whatever you want to call it. That's one of the ghoulies. One of the original ghoulies from the first movie. That's another one from their first movie as well, the cat creature, which was always kind of a favorite of mine. So it's just going to randomly fix the truck randomly there, and that's supposed to be like a rat type of thing. See what happens here, Wolfies. Oh, look, there's another one behind them, the toad creature type thing. They don't really give them names per se in the movie. We just kind of have to identify them as that. So that one looks as close to a toad. That one looks very similar to like a rat or a rabbit. That one's definitely a cat because it's meowing. And that last one's supposed to be like an amphibian of sorts. Oh, so they see the word Satan's Den. They're going to think that that's actually a place to go back to hell, maybe? So they're going to... they have an idea of some sort, it seems. What are they going to do? Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to hop a ride in that. Oh, look at that. That's actually stop motion effects. You don't see that used in this day and age. Still feel like stop motion effects, if they're done correctly with a lot of speed up in the frames per second, they could look really, really convincing even in this day and age. Even the animatronics and puppetry that they use is significantly pretty good. So they're literally going to hop a ride in the car. This is not going to end well for Satan's Den, apparently. And the guy's too drunk to even know that there were creatures walking. And they picked the lock so easily, too, man. Like if it was nothing. So if they could break a lock so easily, what's going to happen with humans if they get in contact with them? Well, they better hurry up. If they're going to hitch a ride, they better do it now, because if not, and they close the door easily. But the thing is, like, if you close the door like that, would it actually stay closed as you're driving? From my experiences with trucks and stuff, usually if the doors open in the back after it driving really quickly, the doors are just going to flail wide open. No, I guess our first continuity issue. Okay, so it looks like Satan's Den made it into wherever the location is. This guy's driving a very expensive car, sort of. Hardin family. Oh, hey, look, it's the guy that was in Dollman versus Demonic Toys as the security guard. He's also been featured in the first Troll. He's a very popular actor in the 80s for horror films. He plays a good guy character in this film. Very nice guy in this one. One of my favorite characters in the film. Nigel, that's right. Sir Nigel. Philip Hardman. Oh. He's the guy that runs the Hardin Family Carnival? Oh. Uh-oh. Well, doesn't look like Mr. Hardin's going to be a very nice guy in this film, right? Wow. Yeah, he gave him the FU symbol. That's actually Italian for FU when you do that hand gesture. Well, he obviously had too much to drink yesterday. Who's here? Look at all those coffees. Uh-oh. 20 minutes, that's bad. So they run like a little haunted house type of thing, it looks like. That flame effect in the background's pretty cool. Where do you get them? Coffee with plastic lids? I don't ever remember having coffee in plastic lids like that. Evil drug caffeine, what's he talking about? Oh, the coffee. So he's been fixing this This attraction? Extinction? What is he talking about? Oh, wow. So they know that they're going to get shut down? Uh-oh. This is not going to go well for them, is it? Oh, look at this. Oh, they're already were hiding in the actual attractions? That's kind of funny. What are they doing? Oh, they're messing around with guillotine. Why would you have a real guillotine in a haunted house? Like, when you just use a prop? Uh-oh. They using real props. This could get very, very dangerous. No injury. Okay. That must be the backside of the Satan's Den. Big commotion for this guy Harden. I guess he's going to control the fate of a lot of places. A lot of carnival attractions. Hey, that's Jay Dowling, right? If I remember correctly? Or was it her? No, it's the R one that's the right answer. Oh, he got rejected. Man, sucks to be him. He shot a shot and he failed. Yeah, look at that hairstyle. That was like so 80s. This film was made in 1988, to be exact. So, it's going to have a lot of 80s fashion. No, he's trying to be tough guy owner. Wow, why would you give him the burn this quickly? He controls your fate. So they're going to do an audit? Uh-oh. Debit or shortfalls? I guess if you're not pulling your weight then? Uh-oh. So yeah, if you're not making enough money, they're going to close down your act. Interesting. So let's see, I guess Satan's Den is probably one of the one that's not doing very well, right? Wow, that sucks. So people are going to be out of jobs. Well, I guess they're going to have to work a little bit harder. No pun intended, because his name's Harden. Wow. He's cutthroat. He's going to put on this cool aviator shades again, because he wants to show people that he means business. Well, see, they're going to have like this animosity between each other. 60 months, so they've been losing money for like 2 months. Oh, wow. They're going to close them down if they don't turn around in a week? Usually you need like a month or two to turn around 16 months of like profit fails, right? Ooh, that's going to be rough. Why not just leave now? That guy looks miserable. I mean, it does kind of suck for carnival people because, like, what do you do in those situations? Like, that's your whole livelihood, and some guy comes in and says, if you're not doing enough business, that's it? Uh-oh. That big business dude Harden seems to have a thing for the blonde. Nicole was her name, right? Uh-oh. What is it going to tell him? Wow, that's a brutal line. Well, it's practically nothing now. Oh, how dare him? He's making an offensive little person joke. That's not cool. I don't condone that. That obviously that joke is not up to today's, maybe be considered culturally insensitive. Mud wrestling. Oh boy, well, I mean, I can't lie. Consider some of the special effects in Satan's Den. Mud wrestling probably would be a little bit better than this attraction at the moment. How are you going to make money with these things? Yeah, see? Even Ned knows what I'm talking about. Well, because look at that Bride of Frankenstein or whatever it is. Yeah, it's broken already. Everything's falling in pieces in this place. Ghastly Davids. How are you guys some of Ghastly Davids? Oh. He's complaining about having to wear a suit. That's a good point. 80 slashers films would have made this type of attraction very boring, I suppose. Fausto. Fausto, the great Fausto would be used in Puppet Master 3. So, it looks like Charles Band was setting up the pieces for Puppet Master to come alive. I always wanted to see Puppet Master versus Ghoulies. Unfortunately, it never happened because Ghoulies, Empire Pictures part of that particular film franchise, was sold off, and now Lionsgate owns them. So Lionsgate, if I remember, before they were Lionsgate, they did Ghoulies 3, which is not related to the Charles Band productions. Who's this? Uh-oh. What is this dude? Her pimp or something? Uh-oh. Oh, she's got fire. What is she? I guess she's a boy dancer? She's leaving. Oh, wow. Have you seen my little Buffy? Who has it? Oh, that's a dirty joke. That was not very say-so. She's going to go into Satan's den to find the cat. Uh-oh. You hear that meowing? That's definitely not going to be Muffy. That's going to be something else. She went in looking for her cat, and she's not even going to make it out with her life, probably. Yeah, dark corridor with that type of lighting is never a good thing. Lighting in this film is really good for those particular scenes. Gotta give them credit where credit is due. Those Italian production teams back then really knew how to make a good lighting and special effects with very low budgets. Obviously, some of the set doesn't look very good. Most of the budget went to the puppet effects. And the animatronics. Uh-oh. Where did you get a switchblade from? Why is there a random switchblade there? That's what I want to know. Well, I think it's safe to say this poor girl is going to meet a gruesome fate. So by today's standards, this would have probably been rated R. By yesteryear standards, this got a PG-13 rating. They were a little bit more lenient back then as to what they allowed for PG-13. Because they don't show, like, straight-on gore. Oh, her hand got cut up. Oh, this is not going to end well for her. Her acting is not very good, though. That scream is, like, perhaps one of the least believable screams I've heard. Yeah, I don't buy her screams at all. Uh-oh. Ow, bit her in the hand. Oh, don't stick your right hand out. Ow, they're, like, crucifying her almost. Oh, that's gotta hurt. What are they gonna do to her? He's still gonna use the switchblade. He's got, like, little devil feet. It's like a devil cat type of thing. That's kind of cool. Oh, well, GG's. I don't think she survived. Safe to say. Oh, carnival scene. This carnival scene, I always feel like this particular part is when any of you familiar with Child's Play 3? Child's Play 3 has a scene very similar to that one towards the end of the film. I can't help but feel like they're paying homage to Ghoulies 2 with it. What is he doing? He's messing around with a book? Is that an actual real magic book? Like, with sorcery and magic? Do you actually practice black arts? Dark arts, I guess they would call it? He's drunk. He's very... Wow, that's a dark joke. I don't need any demons. I got my own dark private ones. Holy crap, this guy has hit rock bottom, literally. What's he gonna do, man? He's so drunk he can't do anything. He can't even stand straight, man. Yep, that's the first F word. You could get away with saying, I think, 2 of them in a PG-13 movie in the 80s. What's he gonna do? Is he actually gonna do something? Do some real magic, or... Uh-oh, he's gonna pull a rabbit out of his hat? He's so drunk, I don't think he would even be able to do that in real life. Oh, crap. Look at that, it's the ghoulie. One of them, at least. Oh. I'm surprised they didn't try to maul him. Oh, crap. Threw him against the wall. That's not going to end well. What? Well, obviously you've been drinking, but you're not really seeing figs, man. These figs are very, very real and very, very dangerous. You got to get out of here, bro. Look at that. That's actually a really cool effect that it's coming out of the thing. His eye, Royal Daniel was such a great actor, man. It's a miracle that they were able to afford him for this film. Like, he had a lot of range. He played a lot of these old, kooky type of characters. Uh-oh. He's not going to go well. That up-close shot was pretty cool on the puppet. And the fact that they sprayed it with water bottle to make it, like, look gooey and substancy, that's really cool. Like, you could see, like, the goo dripping off them, which I think is a nice touch. He thinks he summoned them. Have they never worked for you before, old man? Yeah. Even on Blu-ray, this film print has seen better days. They have restored a lot of it, but it's still got little specks of dirt that pop up. Do your bidding. They're not going to listen to you. You didn't actually summon them. Wait right there. They're not going to stay put. It's a miracle they didn't kill him yet. Wow. What's he going to do? Just try to get his nephew? They're not going to stay there, are they? He's whispering something into their creature's ear. What is he telling you? Probably, we can't stand still. That costume definitely is not going to scare people. They make him wear that costume. That's kind of degrading of the Nigel, man. I know that's like a common practice in 80s movies when they need somebody to, like, be in a suit for small roles. Like Ed Gale, I think was his name, was the little person that did the Chucky walking effects in certain scenes. No, he knows he's drunk. Yeah. Nigel's very angry at him. I don't blame him. Yeah, the only magic you're doing is going to tank the Satan's Den at this point. Oh, well. Nigel's very upset with him, clearly. Wow, don't drag him by the shoulder like that. That's so insensitive, bro. They're not going to be there, right, Wolfies? They can't be there. Nigel's, like, really not having any of this. Imagine having to be in that suit, all sweaty and stuffy like that. They went, yeah, they hid. There's nothing there. No. Did he see them? No, he didn't see them. See, had he looked through the corridor, it would be different. So they know that they can't be seen. They don't want to be seen in plain sight. I guess they want to cause a lot more terror, right? And if their spot was blown, they wouldn't be able to do that. There's Ned, or not Ned. What's his name? Larry? Yeah. Oh, man. So he's going to think that Ned is having a nervous breakdown, or a drunken breakdown, I suppose. Nah. Poor Nigel. He doesn't believe him. I feel bad for Ned. You know, it's not Ned's problem, man. I understand why Larry's upset. I understand why Nigel... Look, even Nigel knows that he's sick, that he needs, like, actual mental health, professional help. He's got a drinking problem. Like, how could they not notice this? If you spent all this time with him on the road for the summer, you would have known that he had a drinking problem. It's not something to be, making any fun of. Even here at the Moonlight Brew, where we promote adult beverages as well as coffee, you gotta drink responsibly. There's not, when you're drinking problems are serious issues, man. Those are some dark demons. I don't understand how his nephew couldn't realize that. Should have gotten him help before the movie, right? Even Nigel probably should have tried to help him before that. So they are belly dancers. So the blonde is a belly dancer. What was her name? Nicole. Nicole's a belly dancer. Nicole LeFay. That's an interesting name. Wow, this guy Hearted is really trying to shoot a shot with her. Imported? Why would you... Oh, boy. That he's a big lecher. Nowadays, that would be considered sexual misconduct, and he would lose his job for that type of behavior. Oh, boy. That's an interesting joke. And she found it funny, but you gotta meet with that dude. That's bad. That guy's very disingenuous type of dude that you can't really trust alone. Look at that. That's a nice ride. No wonder Satan's Den isn't really doing very well. Look at everybody else's attractions. They're way better. You know, they're doing like interesting tricks, and you know, wow, look at that, a bearded woman, I guess is what you call him. He's a strongman. Wow, that's kind of impressive. I wonder if that's fake. What's that? Oh, that would be like, you know, I'm sorry, because some things back then were considered not so much culturally insensitive. So if that particular part offended somebody, I apologize. You know, different time period back then, so different things, you know. Freak shows nowadays, they don't even do them at carnivals, obviously, because they're very, very, very culturally insensitive considering the acts, right? You know, they used to try to mess around people's deformities, so there's no, you know, different time period. Keep that in mind. Huh. So this is how he got them into actually watching the show. Would give them a little belly dancing tease outside and then have them go inside. Well, I guess that would probably be one of the biggest money-making attractions at the park, probably. Most likely at the carnival. Now look at that. Nobody's really looking at this attraction. Well, look at the presentation outside. It doesn't look very inviting. Even the outside looks kind of dinky. Those kids, I think, were in a different movie. That the tall blonde kid, I think, showed up in the remake of Invaders of Mars. Uh-oh. Hey, look at that guy. That guy that's the nerdy dude with the vest. He was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. So he's just used to playing like nerdy characters. It's obvious that these guys don't really want to watch the attraction inside Sands Den. They just want to party in there, maybe even fornicate, it seems. Dude, that cowboy vest is so loud on this guy. Well, at least he got money for it, but basically for a cheap motel, that's what they want to use it for. But the little guy is kind of impressed. The tall kid is not. Yeah, it takes a lot more than that to really intrigue people these days. Special effects would be dinky. That's stuff that you expect maybe in the... I don't know, you'd have to probably be like 6 or 5 to enjoy those type of effects. Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. They didn't like that? I thought that was kind of cool. Better get out of here. Are they scared? The little one seems scared. The tall one's just not impressed. Well, I mean, some of the jump scares aren't necessarily impressive, I suppose, right? Yep, I knew it. Those teens were up to no good. They just wanted to rent the place as, you know, like a cheap motel, I suppose. Probably cheaper than renting a Motel 6, I suppose. That jock actually is in a lot of our movies. He became quasi-famous. The guy with the backwards cap I'm talking about. We've actually seen him in our horror films. And regular films as well. So they're going to ditch the geek friend, who's the one that paid for everything, like a true geek. I mean, who wears a dress shirt with a cowboy's vest? That's just bad fashion sense, right? Even in the 80s, you don't do that. Why do you think he was going to beat Clint Eastwood? He needed like a cowboy hat at least. How is he afraid of that? It's like a cheap Dracula. Well, our Frankenstein's kind of eh. That actually looks like that's kind of a reference to Funhouse, another horror film that came out roughly around this time. Good movie, and maybe at some point I'll watch Funhouse on the channel here as well for a movie night, because that's actually a really good movie if you haven't seen it. Done by Toe Pooper, same person who did Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, that's rough. I don't know. The guillotine was a pretty good effect. See, he was slightly impressed. Uh-oh. It's the Ghoulies, man. Don't get grabbed by the Ghoulies. That video game was not related to this game at all. Or this movie at all. Oh, the kid's smart. Don't touch it. Rabies. Fix it's a rat. It's kind of like a rat demon thing, right? Ew, gross. He threw up at him. That's nasty. He hocked a loogie at him. Yeah, that's not good. What's he gonna do? Kid whipped out a ninja star? Who are you? Keith Lee? Keith Urban? Like, man. He just chewed it up like it was nothing. Yeah, I would not mess with that fig. How's that better than Epcot? Epcot's effects are pretty cool. I haven't been to Epcot Center in years, though. So they're trying to find a spot to party. Man, 80s fashion was always so interesting. Look at her hair. The only way I can refer to her is the girl with the red pants. Back then, she would be considered fashionable, where you have like one of the sleeves halfway down, and then the hair just like that, kind of like messy looking. Let me double check. I want to make sure that we don't have audio playing, because that would be audio on the movie, right? Yeah, desktop muted. Okay. Had to make sure because I didn't want to. Uh-oh. The Ghoulies are here too. They like the rock music. Oh! His hand got cut by the flying one. This is the part where you leave. Oh, look at the cat. The cat's going to do something with the boombox. Oh, that sucks. That boombox back then would have cost like $150. They were expensive. Broke my tunes. Yeah, let's leave. Leave now while you have a chance. Bring my tunes. That's all he cares about, the tunes. You probably should. Uh-oh. He looks like he wants to fool around. There's a flying creature that attacked them, and you're just going to start making out? That's just a bad idea. Ew, gross. You're gross. Yuck. Ew, gross. Oh, God. He glued them together? A miracle they didn't die. Oh, wow. The kid is hyping up this crowd? Interesting. That dad actor was not very good at it. Wow, they're going to go to the... That's all it took to convince them, like the rat creatures from kids? Like, they could have been making that stuff up. Kids are very easily impressed. I should know. Back then, like, these special effects, too, were easily impressed me, right? You're gonna sue him for what? Well, I guess because he got attacked in there, right? Uh-oh. They're a miracle that they didn't get killed by it, because remember, look at the girl looking for Muffy. They definitely killed her. But they didn't kill these two, which is pretty surprising. I guess they want to try to keep a low profile. Uh-oh. What's that? He's grabbing a knife. Well, I spoke too soon. It looks like the Ghoulies are about to harm some people. That's very unfortunate for them, I suppose. I mean, he's looking for his friends. It's pretty obvious they had ditched you. I mean, friends don't ditch our friends, right? That's just rude. The tunes. Is that his boombox? Your tunes. Oh my god, you're such a tool, bro. No wonder you played a nerd character in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Uh-oh. Just gonna get stabbed in the face. Man, who's the dorky guy? Why are the dorks always getting killed in these movies, I wonder? 80s people hated dorks just because they were dorks, I guess. Something very endearing about dorks and nerds, right? Like, you don't do that to dorks and nerds. These are the people who become, like, engineers and big businessmen, and, you know, look at Bill Gates. To name one famous... I'm trying to think of another famous nerd that would be Stephen Hawkins. Yeah, these are people who went on to make multiple millions and millions of dollars. Billions of dollars, even some of them. He's gonna get it big time. What do they call this again? This isn't the guillotine, right? Because the guillotine is the one that chops your head off. This is like the rack, I think? Somebody in chat, let me know. What is this torture device? I don't remember it. I think it's called the rack because it's supposed to stretch you out and then chop you in the stomach. They're not going to let you out, bro. That's definitely not going to happen now, Wolfies. Yeah, that's so not happening. Oh, wow. Why would you use real blades for a attraction? Like, didn't they think that in Satan's Den, the people who own this, Ned, that maybe if people would get the urge to, like, touch these things and they'd actually get hurt, cut themselves? I guess maybe they have, like, a disclaimer, we're not responsible for any injuries that you sustain. A lot of carnival type of stuff has that. Bumper cars. I haven't actually done bumper cars since I was a little kid. Like, I think the last time I played bumper cars was Florida in an amusement park outside of Disney with my uncle. I had to be like 8 or 9. That's the last time I played bumper cars. Should really go to an amusement park, but there's not a lot of them around me. Not like classic amusement parks, anyway. So Hardin's impressed. They made a lot of money there. Pennyweight's trailer. Oh, Nigel. He's taking Nigel's trailer. Magic. Well, I mean, it's good that they made a lot of money, but it's bad because there's a lot of people who could be injured here. Why is he growling? Yeah, nobody's going to take that type of special effect. Definitely not. Rat. Rats? He's scared? Wow. He's offended by that? Uh-oh. So they did kill the dude. They're actually wrapping him up with a mummy? What the heck? The toad hasn't really done too much. All he did was bite people. The cat has really been the star of the show. He's the one that's done a lot of work here. And also the little rabbit-like creature. So, yeah, you know, the kids are here, and they're obviously very impressed. They don't realize that this is not part of the show. So that's not going to go very well for them. I wonder if the ghoulies are going to attack any of them. Would you like an adult beverage? Or perhaps a coffee, Wolfies? They didn't notice the knife mark there? Like, that's actual real blood. They think it's all part of the show. Nice. Oh, they're cheering for the ghoulies, and the ghoulies are egging them on. They gave them a high... That's kind of silly. It's interesting. The ghoulies weren't as menacing in this film. The first film was actually rated R. This film's PG-13. I guess because they were trying to go a little bit more, and I use the term loosely, family-friendly. But obviously that didn't really pan out too well for them. He's trying to, like, riz her. Oh, God, he started with the worst line ever. You're a fascinating lady. Yeah. She's not interested in anything that he's trying to offer. Specialty act. As what? What's he getting at? Unique talent. Well, she is this talented, right? What is he talking about? Oh, she used to be a trapeze artist? Yeah, we're just learning about it. Huh, interesting. Fabulous LaFace. Oh, her. So when he looked at the audit, he found it. It's Sir Nigel. Does he not understand how small this trailer is going to be? Oh, she's going to egg him on because she knows that trailer is going to be very, 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 very appropriate for a little person, right? If he only knew. He was trying to get her into bed. Good luck with that, bro. She knew what she was doing. She sassed him on. Yeah. Mwah, mwah. His plan got foiled. Have a seat. Well, see, he's only going to get to talk to her tonight. Poor Ned. He's getting, like, nightmares or something. Did he wake up from a hangover, probably? I mean, he's got to be sober by now at this point, right, Wolfies? Almost certainly at this point. This movie will go by fast quickly, too, because there's only like 48 minutes left. It's a fast-paced movie. It's only like an hour and 29 minutes runtime, but that's with the actual credits. A funny movie, though. Very campy. You know, so good, it's so bad it's good type of film. Even though I feel like the story is pretty good in my personal opinion. I would like to see a Ghoulies 2 remake where they just remade this movie and called it Ghoulies. Like, I'd like to see the Ghoulies in this modern day and age. I guess they're not a very popular IP, obviously, because they would have done something with them at this point, and they haven't, which is quite surprising. I know Full Moon, if they had a chance, would probably try to get the rights back, but they can't. Lionsgate would want way too much money for that. So he was going to take a drink there. Instead, he opted to just go because he wants to prove that he saw these creatures. Well, him better than anybody knows this attraction, right? So he would know. Well, that's blood, man. And you don't have anything that actually drips blood. I mean, he's the owner, said instead he would know his props and what works and how it works, right? Hmm. And they're locking up for the night and they don't even realize, oh man, Ned is locked up in there with those ghoulies. This is not going to end well. Hey, executive suite. Oh, wow. What are they going to do? He's making small jokes at his own expense. I wonder if he really, as an actor, would have signed off on that. Because, again, this movie was made so many years ago that back then this was considered them just kind of being sarcastic, but obviously this would be to some culturally insensitive. Larry's going to see them walking out and think something happened with them. Well, they didn't kiss, but he was trying to shoot a shot with her, right? And he failed miserably. I guess he didn't have enough riz. But then again, this guy's got money, right? If you have money, you can kind of bypass the riz, apparently. I'm not saying every person's like that in the world, but, you know. Maybe this will motivate Larry to be a true good businessman. And characteristic. So what's the big deal? He thinks fluke? He thinks it's a fluke. Yeah, I mean, who would close their bike to profit, right? It was bad business. That's a cop. What's going on here? Oh, look. They're back. The guy who cut his hand with his girlfriend. Those red pants are so hot, like really bright red pants. Man, she's like super 80s chick. Look at that. Her clothes, like her shirt is halfway down exposed at the shoulder, and she's got the belly exposed with the red pants, and then her hair's all frizzy. That was like the 80s hairstyle for women. That was considered like hot women type of stuff, man, back then. I didn't get it because I was a little too young, so I don't understand that fashion sense. You know, I'm not necessarily from that time period. I'm a little bit, I am and I'm not, like, so, like I was, you know, a young person in the 80s, very, very young when this movie came out. Like, I don't want to date myself here, but I was like literally a toddler-ish around there. Yeah, he knows that this is real. How is the light bulb? How is he powering that up? Does he actually know magic? Yeah, I guess he does. Uh-oh. Of course it's real, man. And they're real too. He's responsible. Oh, he thinks that they actually summoned them. No, you didn't summon them. Somebody completely different did. Uh-oh. They got a blade. This isn't going to end well. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ned is going to get it, isn't he? He's trying to command the forces of hell. You can't do that? All my training in Diablo games has taught me you cannot stop the forces of hell. They just keep coming and coming. Did he just pay off the cop? He did. He gave him a handshake with a whole bunch of money in his pocket. Or his hand, I suppose, right? Wow. He just paid him off. What about the other cop? He doesn't get a share of profit? Uh-oh. Power went on. Because Ned turned it on. He's going to keep the money, isn't he, the cop? No. So he's going to take the bribe, and then that happens. Interesting. Very, very interesting. He's looking for a book. What book is this? This is different from the book he used before. Is this a real magic book? Like a real, like, Black Bible, as they would call it? Black Bibles are basically like books that warlocks would use. I know people are probably going to make a joke because there's a hentai that's called that, but no. In witchery, wizardry, sourcecraft, they call it the Black Bible because it's a Bible of the dark arts, dark magic, evil spells, Black Bible. And I guess that's where that hentai obviously got the name from anyway, right? I know, unsafe so for me to talk about that, but I wanted to. What was that thing called? Bible Black, right? I don't remember. I didn't see it. I just know of it. Oh, well, Ned just got bit in the. They're attacking him, so this book might actually really have true incantations to send demons back to hell. Because why else would they be attacking him? That's a real book, apparently, that with real magic in it. They're gonna kill him. This is not gonna end well for him. Bro, just run. Just run while you have a chance. Don't try to do this all on your own. You could just go get your nephew. No, don't do it. Just go get your nephew and help, and then come back. I know they'll think you're crazy because they'll hide, but this isn't going to go well for you, man. Don't do it, Ned. Don't be a hero. Don't try to stop them. He's really trying. He's drawing a pentagram with his freaking blood. That is so badass. He did a really good job with his blood, too. But if you're bleeding that much blood, how are you going to stay conscious for this type of ritual? Like, they went for a jugular, man. Look at the toad. The toad's giving you the evil eye like you done effed up. That's not going to end well for them. What's going to happen here? Oh, the cat attacked him. No. He stabbed him in the chest. Shouldn't that just kill him? Why isn't he dead? He literally got stabbed in the chest. He's like, nothing. What did he do? Did he bring in like a knife-proof vest or something? Are you still alive? How are you still alive? Why are you still alive, I guess is the better question, right? Uh-oh. Dude, run now while you have a chance, because they're going to be pissed that they weren't able to kill you like that. Get out and run. That's all you got to do. That toad's going to, like, mess with you. That frog thing, he does not look like he wants any of your smoke. It was a deck of cards. You notice that it has, what is that, a joker? No, number 4. 4 is the Japanese representation for death. Fun fact. So I think they put that in there subconsciously. The number 4 represents death in Japan, from what I've been told by a lot of people. So that's why in Bleach, I forget his name, Urikora, what's the fourth Aaron car? The fourth of the big Aaron car? Because it represents death. Nah, man, you had a chance to run, and you just... He's trying to really send them back. Gigantus Daimonius. Sounds like you would summon a bigger demon with that. Uh-oh. No, run, man. They're going to electrocute you. Yeah. He wasted too much time, and he should have went and helped. He should have went and got help. 07, Ned. May your efforts not be in vain, and hopefully it will set up the plot for the conclusion of this film, but had he simply ran to get help, maybe Ned would still be alive. Hardin is very angry. That's not good. Well, surely with that type of electric voltage, Ned's not going to be alive, right? It's a frayed wire. There's the blood pentagram. Nobody's noticing the blood pentagram? Uh-oh. Rose 7, that's his uncle, man. No, he's dead. Nobody's going to look at the neck area? Poor him. Oh, Nigel just walked in. I mean, regardless of Ned's, drinking problems in the movie and his inner demons, I'm pretty sure he was a very nice guy. I mean, his nephew had to love him, right? Oh, God, is he going to sweep this under the rug? Hardin's trying to sweep it under the rug. What type of accident happens with a pentagram being drawn in blood there? Him being stabbed in the leg, and then on top of that, him having, being mauled in the neck. Like, that's not a tragic accident. Like, if you're a cop, like, I know the cop got paid off in the beginning of the scene, but still, that's like a murder right there. That should have been a murder scene. That's bad. Well, poor Larry he's probably very upset and distraught. He's trying to fix the car. He's trying to get his mind distracted from the death, man. Yeah, he's gonna be angry. Yeah, it did destroy him, I suppose. But that was his only livelihood. Why? Let it rest. You can't. They need to actually make money to keep the fig. Oh, come on, man. Don't go with the short joke there because you're angry. Come on, that's not cool. Sorry about that joke, too. Again, this movie was made a different time period. So they weren't really thinking about culturally insensitive things. It was to obviously tell a pop like, you know, I don't want to make a joke, but obviously Nigel truly was the bigger man in this situation because he understood what he was going through and just had him with Shakespeare. Man. You want to know the weight of my heart, Wolfies? If you could hit me with some good Shakespeare, I've mentioned this, I think, roughly on Twitter. I get along with people that work in, like, TV industry, film industry, voice acting industry, theater industry, because I come from that industry. That's how I'm able to analyze these movies and take a look, like, for example, the lighting there, obviously, top light, and they have some gels in the background to make the red effect, which is the plastic thing. I'm from the film industry, basically. So, you know, I studied this type of stuff. So I get along with people of that nature. So, like, if you hit me with some Shakespeare, or you hit me with, like, some good analysis on films and stuff, you probably would go places with Katagiri Jinrou. You'd at least impress me, right? But, yeah. So, it's kind of cool that he hit him with Shakespeare. It was like a very tragic line in Shakespeare. Just to be like, no matter what you do, that you could tear me down with words, that I'd still would follow you. Oh, he finally discovered the Ghoulies. That's not good. No. Run, Nigel, run. Run, Nigel, run. You can't beat them. You can't beat them. Strength in numbers. And no, run. Run, Nigel. Run, Nigel. They're gonna ball. They're getting feral at this point in this film. They're like, not doing silly pranks anymore. They're actually trying to kill people. Oh, Nigel. Go, run, Nigel. Yes. You're too precious to this film to have you die as a character. Nigel's like literally the best character in the movie. He's the most sensible, most responsible, the most intelligent. And Nigel would play in her movies too, because he worked with Charles Band in a lot of films. The guy, Robert Foncadio, I think it was his name pronounced correctly. Oh, he's angry at her because he thinks that she slept with Hardin. Yep, see? See, he thinks that they were sleeping with each other. Yeah. Don't you feel like a jerk now, man? Can't get jealous because, like, somebody talked to the girl you like. You just gotta chill, man. Play it smooth, bro. This guy's so bad. He's trying to sip so hard for Nicole. No? I mean, he's recovering. The coffee date, that's a smart move for him. Ask her to a cup of coffee. He's trying to rebound from his jerky ways. Yeah, he's having a heart-to-heart with her. Yeah, why would you want to do that? Uh-oh, what's going to happen? Is she going to... The trapeze artist that's afraid of hearts? Afraid of heights. What happened to her? Oh, so she worked with her brother. You know who she reminds me of? Do you remember the child actress that played Carrie Ann in Poltergeist? This is not her, because the child actress that played Poltergeist passed away of pneumonia after filming Poltergeist 3. But she looks like if she was related to her. So, they were going to do trapeze act, or what happened? Tightrope walk? So she's trying to reassure her that nothing was going to go wrong with the act. Oh, he fell? Oh. Oh, man, that sucks. Her brother died tightrope walking. They had no net, so... Oh, he splat. That traumatized her. Oh, there was a net. He missed it. How do you miss a net? Did his momentum really carry him over? Wow. She does know how he feels, because he just lost his uncle. Wait, is that all it took for them to get a kissing scene amongst each other? Hey, my family member's dead too. Let's make out. It's not like that in real life. Only in the movies, Wolfies. Only in the movies. They just kind of pulled a Batman versus Superman type of thing. Wait, your mom's Martha also? But instead it was like, hey, I have a dead family member too. Let's make out. I don't get it. I'm not saying that Ghoulies 2 had the most amazing plot, but that was kind of rushed a little too much because we didn't think Nicole was even interested in him. What's he gonna do? So he's gonna run Satan's Den without him? Wow, that's messed up. How could he do that? How did could he seize the property? How do you seize the property of a carnival act that would have been owned by them? It's not like they rented. They might have rented the space at the carnival, but their attraction stuff would be theirs, wouldn't it? Right? Like, how is that even legal? Apparently, Ned didn't read the contract. It's like VTuber corporation contracts. If you don't read those things, man, I've heard some horror stories. Like, if you don't read the contract, you get a really bad deal. Always got to read the contract. Always have a lawyer present. Words to live by, guys. Not only for, like, VTuber contracts. I kid you not, for, like, everything. Whenever you have a contract that you're supposed to sign, get legal advice, legal counsel. Have them look it over to make sure you're not getting screwed over at a deal. That's where Ned went wrong here. You know, pay $300 for the lawyer and set yourself up that you protect your rights for whatever contract that you're signing. I guarantee, Wolfies, this is actually very sound advice that I'm giving you. Huh. Look at that. So he's just packing his stuff up? Is that all he had? A leather jacket there? Did he literally leave his house with only the clothes on his back to go join his uncle at this carnival? It seems that way. Uh-oh. There's something moaning or growling? What is that? What is possibly going on here? Gonna take a sip of my hydration, pardon me. We'll see what it is. That's Sir Nigel to you. He's scared. He's trying to talk about the Ghoulies. Yeah? Demons. No, it's not a scene from Shakespeare. Larry has had enough of this place. You could tell he's just like, he doesn't understand. Blood on Patty's bracelet. Not only was Nigel a good actor and a good person in this movie, he's a very good detective too. Nigel, best character Ghoulies 2, changed my mind. What's he looking at? Oh! The Ghoulies appeared to Larry as well. And so our conclusion to this plot is about to begin. That one's very slimy. Don't touch it. Yeah. 4 of them. 5? How many were there? There's the cat, the toad, the amphibian creature that we're looking at right now. Oh, the rat, and the flying creature, so there's like 5 of them. They're gonna kill him? Oh, they went to attack him. You can't just say I'm gonna kill it. That's just stupid, man. Obviously they understand English. Alright. What is going on here? He's getting mauled, man. Go get help. That's right, Nigel. Go get help. Go get help. This scene, definitely they reused something like that for Child's Play 3 at the end of that movie. What's going on? Why are they bypassing the line? A Fred? Demons? Oh, they went back to the attraction? They're gonna get killed this time around, man. That's not smart. Merlin, that was your friend? I don't think it was your friend if you left him behind. I know they went back for him now, but still, that's crazy. Nobody's gonna help you, man. They think it's part of the show. Oh, poor Larry. Larry, you gotta do something, man. Oh, he's gonna grab onto electricity? That's gonna be foolish. Oh my god. You could electrocute yourself through that, bro. You got like a burn after that. How's he not dead from that? I would have killed him. Almost certainly killed him. That's like BS. That wouldn't actually happen in real life. They obviously took some artistic license there. Oh, look at that guy. He's bending a pipe. Literally. Uh-oh. Trouble in the den. Are they going to leave their post? Wow, they did. How long was Satan's Den there? Was it like the oldest attraction? Wow. Danger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. So they're gonna all get help? Well, at least this carnival, these people that work in this carnival are like a tight-knit family. They're willing to help each other in need. That's kind of cool. You don't see that type of coworker unity in this day and age. I respect these people tremendously. He's not gonna stop selling tickets, man. That's not gonna happen. He's just gonna try to close the attraction. This is not gonna go well for them. No. No, no, no. Wow, they're backing up Larry. Good job. There's people in danger. Oh, well, they turned away the people, but that's probably better. Shoot him? He's not gonna shoot him. You can't do that legally. He's just a security guard. He's a security guard. That's it. He fired him already? You can't fire him. He quits, right? Oh, crap. See, this is why they should have gone back for revenge. They're going to get killed. They should have not come back. They're very, very foolish here. Oh, they're going to get killed, man. And they kind of deserve it because they were jerky characters in this film, right? I understand they were rambunctious teenagers, but they were still kind of very jerky. Uh-oh. What's going to happen? You think they're going to get guillotined? Yeah, they think it's all part of the act, man. When they find out that that guillotine comes down and the blood's not fake blood, they're going to be screwed. Well, looks like Larry and the crew is here to save the day. And they're not monkeys. I don't know what the hell you... They're the ghoulies. They're demons. Get the children out. Okay, good. Good job, Nigel. You gotta save those people. If not, they're gonna die, man. It's gonna shoot. Is he a good shot? Wow. Who knew Larry knew how to actually work a piece? That's kind of crazy. Oh, look at the strongman. He just freaking bashed him with a steel pipe. Well, the jerks got saved. Goes to show you that even jerks don't get their karma in movies. Well, they were going for PG-13, right? So if he gets his guts exposed, it would be kind of cool if there was an unrated version of this movie. There is not, though. Uh-oh. They're hiding. What are they going to do? They're going to confront them in Satan's Den? Oh, bit him on the leg. The toad finally did something. I was waiting for it to actually do something in this film. What's the rat going to do? Wow, the strongman is fighting the rat, manning up with him, just hand to hand? Gotta give the strongman his props. Oh. He's gonna have to pistol whip him to get him off his leg. And of course, Hardin's not doing anything whatsoever. He's just looking online. You know, just looking on. He has a freaking shotgun. Use it. Oh, gross. He spit on him. Yuck. Oh, fire. Fire, fire. Oh. He got the strongman disgusted. So, rat 1, strongman 0. That's not good. Look at them. They're all beat up from hell. He doesn't really understand that those things are really dangerous. He's not responsible. Legally, you are responsible. You own the whole carnival. If you let those things maim people, you are legally responsible. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, God, there's Patty. Well, they definitely killed her. Really? You're not legally responsible for Patty's death? Yeah. And you just shot a hole. That's not good. That means they're gonna escape and get into the carnival. That's so bad. Well, nobody will ever see her Muffy again. I know that's a bad joke, but that was what they made the joke. The strongman made the joke earlier in the movie. I thought I was allowed to make that joke too. Look at that. That's some nice stop animation. I would love if somebody has the time, if they speeded the stop motion animation to 125 frames per second. That would look very believable, those effects, then. I'm surprised they didn't do that for, like, the Blu-ray release. That would have been kind of cool. They punched him. What were you going to do? Fire him? You already took the den away. So he deserves getting punched in the face. So now the ghoulies are going to run amok in the freaking carnival. That's not good. They're not very good belly dancers. I know a figure, too, about belly dancing. They are not very gyrating very well, right? Ah, the toad seems enamored by her, though. Uh-oh. Whoa. Well, her scream was not believable whatsoever. She did not know how to scream. Oh, look at the toad. He ran around. Yep. Demons. He got bit. Oh, that's bad. Oh, look at that. They're at the shooting gallery thing. They don't have those at carnivals nowadays, do they, Wolfies? I don't know, do they? Look at that cat. Oh, he's gonna shoot him. Dodge. Oh, he's actually trying to shoot his actual demon comrade. Why would you try that? That puppet effect doesn't look very good in the carnival part there. There it looks like it's a very cheap puppet. And since it's not like slimed and there's not proper lighting, it just looks like it's a puppet. Literally. That was probably one of the worst special effects actually in the movie. See, as opposed to there, with the little bit of lighting and slime, it looks a little bit more believable that this is a real creature. And the fact that you don't see, like, the strings helps tremendously. Oh, he's punching it. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much with that. Uh-oh, look at this dude. This guy's going to show him what a real man's made of, apparently. What's he going to do? You need a glove for safety. No, safety. Yeah, you got to have a glove for safety, because if you break your hand on that, that would be bad. Look at him. He did it. Look at him. He's a big bruiser. Looks like a professional wrestler. I mean, he's kind of got a gut, though, so I don't know how he's able to do that a little bit. He's a little bit out of shape. I guess he still never skips arm day, because he definitely skips tummy day. No offense. Wait, drop the boxing glove? For the cat to get in it? I thought he was trying to drop it on his head. What's he going to do? He's like all big and macho. He was so tough for his girlfriend. Now what's going to happen? Oh, look at that. Falcon punch. He knocked him out in one hit. They put cartoon effects there. The birds, spitting bird sound. That's funny. I don't know how they even got away with that. Oh, those clowns. You know when you go to carnivals and the clowns would insult you and you had to throw the ball to knock them in the pool? They don't have those clowns anymore at carnivals and attractions. You know why? Because they're considered, guess what? Culturally insensitive, and the jokes they made, they felt that that's, you can't do those type of acts in this day and age. I guess it makes sense, I suppose. You know, a clown insults you and tells you all these horrible things, and then, oh, what's going on? What's happening? He's being attacked in the pool? Oh, blood. You notice they hit the jaw sound effect there, Wolfies? Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. My apologies there. I was trying to move myself. All right, 1 second here. We were at the 19-minute mark. My movie, I paused it a second, so give me 1 second, and we'll fix it up so I can get back into it. My apologies there. So hit pause if you haven't already, and we'll play the movie. I should be able to get the scene back up here. All right. All right. Give me 1 second. My apologies there. I do apologize for that. I went to move the computer and I'm something paused that got messed up in the background. It'll take me a second. Minute 19, right? Okay. So I know. Don't worry. So pause it there if you haven't already. My apologies, you know. Technical difficulties can happen when you're doing a live recording. That is such as life. Ghoulies 2. We only had 19 minutes left in the film. So give me 1 second. And I'll key it back up here. Give me 1 second, because there's the bumper car scene. So we had the clown scene, right? Let me skip 30 seconds ahead. He was getting mauled in the pool. Okay, so there it is. Give me 1 second. Okay, I got it. My bad. My apologies there. There we go. So here we are. So the clown got mauled in the pool, right? Okay, so he's mauled. That's bad for him. Poor dude. Oh, his arm got cut off. Oh, look at that. They could have find the remastered scene of that. Look how dirty and dingy that film grain was. That was so crazy there. So crazy. All right. So we got the bumper car scene now. She's driving in there. Everything seems nice and... Oh, there's the toad. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? That's not good. Not good at all. What's going to happen to this poor creature? These poor humans are about to get killed with the bumper cars. Death by bumper car. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. That would be super unfortunate. That would be super bad. That would be super uncool. No. They're gonna mess with the bumper cars and take them off the track. That's can really hurt somebody there. Oh, that poor girl. Look at that. The rat is in the car. Get out of there, honey. He's trying to chomp you up in a very no-no spot. Oh, she just got... That's a concussion. He's gonna run her over with the bumper car? I think he... Did he run her over? Oh, crap. He ran her over with a bumper car. That's crazy, man. So the Ghoulies have killed a couple people so far in the film. She's dead. She ain't gonna be alive after that. That's crazy. Look at the mayhem. Move over, Gremlins. Ghoulies are taking the spot here. Why does that guy look like Tony Danza? Like an older version of Tony Danza. I kid you not. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, crap. How did they do that? That's actually a really cool effect. I can't lie. That might have been where most of the budget went towards the finale of the film. They better run for their lives. There's so much chaos going on in this carnival. And it's only 5 Ghoulies that's doing this. Just imagine if there was a whole bunch more of them. What's going to happen? Uh-oh. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Everybody's running away. Is that going to be a close... Oh, it's Nigel. What happened? Yeah, none of that stuff's going to hurt them. Gotta use magic. How are you going to use magic? Okay. How are you going to fight fire with fire? They actually are going to use supernatural to fight supernatural? How? How? Oh, this guy knows he's in ruins. His whole family business is going down the drain after this. Uh-oh. Look at them. People had to literally climb out of the amusement park rides. That's bad. Very, very bad. Uh-oh. What's going to happen here? Oh, no. What's going on? He's looking for something. Oh, the book. That was the book, Wolfies. That was the book that the Ghoulies were actually upset about. That maybe actually has real magic in it. Because remember, they were killing Ned over him trying to incite the spell. Like, recite the spell, right? So, they might be onto something. Maybe that might be the way to send those little Ghoulies back to hell, right? Uh-oh. He's going to sue. Yep, he knows he's financially in ruins. Well, he's trying to hide his identity now? Yeah, look at old cool macho guy now, owner. He knows he's in trouble. He's in ruins now financially, and his dad's going to have his rear end for tanking this. Where's he going? Where's he hiding? What's he looking for? Is he going to, like, do something? This is the type of guy that looks like he would do cocaine. Kid you not. He's running for a trailer? Oh, it's the men's bathroom? Oh, he has to poop his pants. He's so scared and upset, he's literally about to poop himself. That is funny. That's a nice little symbolism there, I suppose, Wolfies. Yeah, he is scared poopless, supposedly. Well, you got punched. You deserve that punch, bro. It is your fault. Oh, look at that. It's the reptile one. It's in the toilet. Uh-oh. That's a really cool special effect. Nice puppetry there. The only thing that I would like is if he was a little bit more wet, because if he's in the toilet, that means he was swimming around in the toilet, right? In the drain. Uh-oh. He's gonna try to take a poop there. Oh. Well, we know what's gonna happen to him, right? He's not gonna get to do his number 2. Yep. 07 Harden, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. He deserved that. And some might argue he got off a little too easy in this film. Okay, so what are they going to do? So they're going to use a spell to exorcise these demons from hell. So, well, it's a good thing he's near sand, right? He can make this pentagram rather easily, right? Okay, good. What's going to happen there? Latin. Okay. Oh, it's going to be a team effort. Okay, cool. I like that. I'm with that. Gigantus Demunion would be like a giant demon, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. They grabbed the book, the flying one. No one ever expects the flying ghoulie. He does. That book actually does truly have magic powers. It's a true spell because they wouldn't be so adamant about not trying to get it. Have it happen. Nigel. Oh, she's gonna do it? She's gonna overcome her fear of heights. Remember, she hasn't climbed anything since her brother died in the Tightrope Act. That's a nice little coming of age arc for Nicole as a character in this film. That, you know what? She's willing to put her fear of heights and her PTSD away for the guy that clearly she submitted for. Find yourself, Wolfies, a woman like that. That's a strong woman character. I'm down for that. Oh, she climbed up that fast too, man. She wasn't playing around for somebody that hasn't done tightrope acts in years. She made that look easy. Obviously, that's not the actress that's the stunt person. Most likely a guy. For some of the scenes. Oh, she almost got thrown off. Do you think Nicole's gonna be able to be okay? She threw the book. That was actually smart. Yeah, keep reading that. Oh, she swung it down. I think that was an actual woman stunt person. That's kind of cool if it was the case. Sometimes they use guys in those scenes, though. And they just do a very good job with the wig. They find somebody with similar body type to do. Okay, he's reading it. Yes, go Nigel. Nigel, best character in the movie, I'm telling you. What's going to happen here? They summoned something. Grab the book, dummies. You might need that book for something else. Oh, whoa, what's that? That's a big demon. Oh, it grabbed the flying one. Grab the book, guys. Why aren't you grabbing it? Grab the book, grab the book. What are you doing? Oh, no. Look at that. It's like the aquatic creature, but a bigger version of it. Why would it kill its own kindred, though? That's the only thing I never understood about the movie. They summoned a giant demon that looks like the smaller little demon that is in the toilet. Wouldn't he want to work with his kind and not try to eat them? It's an interesting spell that... Yeah, he did swallow that thing whole. And I would suggest you don't mess with that thing. This is a nice special effect, though, because, yes, it's a guy in soup, but they had the decency to use animatronics for the face. So, actual animatronic, blinking eyes, moving mouth. It's not the best, but it's still nice. Nice little touch that they sprayed it with a spray bottle, so it looks very gooey and wet. Like the creature had just came from, like, hell. I don't know why hell would be wet, though. But the sliminess is a nice little touch. Oh, well, this thing's clearly got an appetite for ghoulies. Oh, he just grabbed him like it was nothing. That poor thing can't do anything, right? That's like a death clutch. Uh-oh. Well, 07 Cat Ghoulie, you did a lot of work in this movie, but, your time has come. That's a very impressive special effect for its time period. I like the fact the mouth moving and the eyes and just like even the eyebrows move a little bit. The kind of a little bit is a cool effect. Amazing what they were able to do with this budget. And then they went on to do, Charles Band went on the year later to do Puppet Master. And then like 5 Puppet Master films that were very good special effects. Then after Puppet Master 5 is when Full Moon just kind of drops off majorly. And now it's the butt of a lot of jokes, so to speak, in terms of B-rated, direct-to-video horror films. Ghoulies and Puppet Master are like the last major big hits of Charles Band. And without that type of budget, he can't recreate the type of magic that he once has as a director. It's a shame how much Charles Band has dropped off as a director. Oh, well, rest in peace. Rest in peace. I guess he had a hankering for toad legs, frog leg, whatever you want to call that creature. So, by my calculations, he ate all of them except for the one in the toilet. So keep an eye out for that. Oh, no, there's still one more. The rat. Okay. All right. Well, rat, why don't you throw your vomit thing? Oh, he knew. Big monster ghoulie thing knew that he was going to throw Ew, that's nasty. Well, yeah, how do you get rid of him? That's a good question. Well, he ate everybody except the one that was in the toilet. Is he going to go run off and get the one in the toilet? Yeah. Doing the best you can. Maybe you should have read that particular passage too. How to send it back. So they got rid of one problem and created a very large, bigger problem for themselves. That wasn't very wise. Uh-oh. He looks still hungry. I wonder if he eats humans. Oh no. He thinks Nigel is one of the Ghoulies. That's bad. No. Run, Nigel, run. We can't have the best character in the movie die. Yes, you go, Larry and Nicole and Nigel. They're hiding in the trailer, though. You're trapping yourselves in a tin can. That's not going to be able to do much against that thing. That thing will probably be able to break through the barricade rather easily, right? I mean, he has opposable thumbs. He could just grab on the doorknob if he wanted to. Of course he's still hungry, man. Why are you leaning over there? Oh man, Nigel, you almost bit the bullet. You gotta be careful, man. That barricading yourselves in there is not gonna do much unless you, like, call the police or the police can't do anything against this thing. You need, like, the Marines, the Air Force. He's gonna, like, push the trailer over at this point. What are you gonna be able to do, Wolfies? Oh, the costume. Why is that a plot point? It's looking like it. What is he doing? That's a good bottle of wine. Oh, he's gonna make a Molotov cocktail. Okay. What? Why though? You can't really hurt them, I suppose. Yeah, see, Nicole's got a point. Soft on the inside. What is he thinking? Okay, so they're making a whole bunch of Molotov cocktails, but what is that going to do for them? The music got very... Oh, he's putting it into the... Oh, I get it now. The monster is hungry for little monsters, right? So if you give him the suit and you put the Molotov cocktail... I don't know if this will work, though. What do you think, Wolfies? Do you think this is going to work? Yeah. You're going to have to make a growling sound, though, because how's he... He's... I guess it's not a smart creature, I suppose. Is it really going to fall for this? Is it? Let's see. Well, he lit it. You better throw that outside quickly. Molotov cocktails, they will blow up pretty quickly. Bon appetit. They got away with saying 3 curses in this film, and it's PG-13. Back then, you could get away with a lot and not get an R rating. Oh, look at that. He's buying it. He thinks it's actually a big, appetizing monster. He's going to eat it. Is he going to eat it? Yeah, he's going to eat it. How's he going to get that in his mouth, man? Jesus Christ. He's really chomping on that thing. He's whipping it down. How? Like, his jaw doesn't even open that much of a thing. How is he doing that? Did he dislocate his jaw or something? I'd love to know the physiology behind that. Oh, he's eating it. Is this going to work, though? Well, the music is getting all eerie and messed up, so... Oh. He looks like he's getting a little bit of heartburn. Is he choking on that? Because I would be more inclined to choking to death. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh! He blew up. Wow, I guess his plan worked. That's surprising that something like that would work. But there's a plot hole here, Wolfies. The little guy in the toilet was not eaten by this thing. So that means there's still one ghoulie that's still left on Earth. But the police came. Obviously, the police were going to come for this. She's going to leave. There's true. There is not much. Larry and Nicole are going to hit the road? No, she's going to stay the old woman. I mean, she's not old. She's like a middle-aged woman, right? Yeah. I guess she was like her mother figure at this particular carnival. That's nice. I would have liked to see a little bit more of her character. Would have been nice to get a little bit fleshed out there. Well, it looks like Nicole and Larry are going to hit the road, maybe get married, have a couple kids, find some non-carnival jobs. Is Nigel gonna go with them? Nigel's not going with them? I guess Nigel's got to forge his own path, I suppose, right? Two's companies frees the crowd, as they say. Nigel's still the best character in this movie, changed my mind. And Nigel stayed alive the whole film, too. He can't, this guy, actor, he can't say that for the Saban Troll. Yeah. Oh, he left the Satan's Den to Nigel. What's Nigel going to do to reinvent the Satan's Den, though? He's got to hire new help and try to figure things out, assuming the carnival's not, like, shut down, because obviously they're going to sue the Hardens after all the chaos that happened, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I guess Larry and Nicole drive off into the sunset to live a happily ever after life. Nigel stays behind. Uh-oh. Close up. Close up. What does that mean? The toilet flush, you know what that means. He didn't eat all of them. There's still one ghoulie, which means, yep, you'll see the guy again in the sequel. There is actually a sequel to Ghoulies 2, entitled Ghoulies Free, Ghoulies Go to College. It is not done by Empire Pictures, Charles Band, who did the first two. It's actually done by a studio that then got absorbed into Lionsgate Pictures. Ghoulies Free is more a comedy and less of a horror film. It goes back to its R-rated roots. Eva LaRue, who some might remember from All My Children, like an old soap opera, she actually plays one of the main characters of the film. She's like the love interest of the main character. And it centers around, as the title says, ghoulies go to college and they cause mayhem there, and they murder a lot of people, a lot of college students, and there's obviously a big confrontation. Then there's a Ghoulies 4 that doesn't feature any of the classic ghoulie designs or ghoulies puppets. They're completely devoid, and there's like these little demon guys, and it's like the main character for part 1 comes back, and he has like an evil clone alter ego thing, and it's a mess of a film. Like, it makes no sense. It's supposed to be a direct sequel to the first film, and it's utterly terrible, so I won't watch that one. Ghoulies Free, Ghoulies Go to College. I don't think I'll watch it, because it's not a good film. This one's so bad it's good, and it actually has a very fun plot. The special effects are pretty good. And Ghoulies Free, they actually talk. They give them, like, cheesy talking voices, which just kind of kills the style and, you know, just kind of what the Ghoulies were in the first two films, right? And I won't watch the first one because, like I said, I don't care so much for the first film. I don't like the plot. The special effects aren't bad. Margarita Hagase from, I butchered her name, but she's from SVU. She's the main character in SVU, the main lieutenant. She, Detective Benson, right? That's where she got her first movie gig. She was one of the victims in the original Ghoulies 1. But I won't watch the first Ghoulies 2. Next movie night, the credits are rolling, by the way. That's why I'm talking over the credits here. It's very short credits. Next movie night, according to my calculations, Godzilla X Kong will actually be available on streaming services. So the plan at the moment is, if they do hit streaming services, we will do Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire. I have not seen the film. I didn't go to see it in the movie theater, so I will go into that one blind, and we'll see how the film is. I heard generally really good things about the film, so I'm actually pretty excited to see it. Obviously, I won't be able to stream the movie, only my reactions to it, like I do always with said movie nights. But with that being said, Wolfies, that was our movie night together. Man, did you have fun? Did you enjoy the movie? I like this movie. I always have. It's not perfect in terms of the plot. It's not great in terms of the acting. It's still better than what a lot of other films that we see in this day and age, if you get what I'm feeling, right? So, movie autoplay? Oh no, that was the MGM thing at the end of it. Alright, so that was Ghoulies 2. There are 2 other sequels. Ghoulies Free, Ghoulies Go to College. It's not a good film. It's still not worse than Ghoulies 4, but I won't watch it on the channel. I'm not a fan of the film itself. For me, Ghoulies, the story really ends on Ghoulies 2. I would love to see them do a remake of this film if they could, like, do it really cool justice, like how the Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich movie was released. I actually like that remake, although a lot of people hate it. I thought the special effects were pretty good and the plot was decent. Shame that that's never going to get a sequel. But the plan that I'm going to do for next week is Godzilla X Kong New Empire, unless like it gets delayed on streaming services. That's probably going to be available on Amazon Prime Video or available to rent. So again, it's probably going to be a little bit more expensive of a movie compared to this one. But if you have streaming services, Amazon Video is probably where it's coming out. I don't know if it's going to be available on HBO Max. If it is, that's an easier way for a lot of people to see it. But that's the plan. If, however, Godzilla X Kong doesn't hit, I will probably watch another campy horror film, probably along the lines of a film called Hobgoblins, which I did talk about when we did watch Munchies 2 weeks ago. So you kind of see the theme that I've been doing with the movie nights, right? I've been watching nothing but Gremlins ripoffs the last, 2 movie nights, because I always like to kind of do themes. I like these campy 80s horror films, too, because they give me a lot to talk about. I can talk about lighting, plot, characters, continuity issues, all those things of that nature. And fortunately, Ghoulies 2 is one of the better made, so bad it's good type of films. Troll 2 is something that I definitely want to watch on the channel with all of you, because that's the epitome of so bad that it's good. With that being said, though, we do have one more thing planned for tomorrow, because we always kind of close it out on the weekends. I know last week I didn't do the movie night. My apologies for that. There was almost I don't kid you not, my allergies are bothering me and my throat is very raw, and I just yelled while it's raw, so that's not great, but yeah, it's something. So anyway, tomorrow at Saturday 9 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be taking a look at the Vampire Survivors update. That's the Contra one, the Big Guns update as it's called, because Contra had a collab with Vampire Survivors. So I'm going to try to go into it blind. I haven't done any of the content for that. I'll play a couple rounds. We'll see if we unlock the new characters as many as we can. Hopefully unlock the new stage as well, if there is a stage to unlock. And we'll do about 2 hours of that, and we'll close for the rest of the week. Week 20, depending on how my voice holds up and how my allergies are feeling, there's going to be a lot of content. Okay, guys, I want to do some more special things for week 20, because, hey, it's our 20th week together. That is pretty freaking impressive. It's 20 weeks of me being your resident werewolf VTuber, Katagiri Jinrou. So I think I want to kind of do a couple of big things. Obviously, there's going to be Diablo 4 because it started season. Gigabash DLC recently came out. We'll play Gigabash DLC. But I want to, throw 1 or 2 surprises in there as well. There will be a movie night also. So, always, like I said, and I've said this with the chat and everybody, I like to do variety content. So I know this week was a little bit different, because I know even people in the comments and the chats were saying they were appreciating the fact I was getting a little bit more variety. Hey, we played Monster Hunter Rise, we played Marvel's The Avengers, we played Aliens Fireteam Elite, we did a movie night with a cool 80s horror film, and we're doing Vampire Survivors. That is way varied than what we've done before. And don't worry, Diablo 4 will be back next week. I wanted a couple of days for the update to cook, a new one for the season, because a lot of people are hitting the servers, and I don't want to wait in a big queue. And I also like to wait a couple of days in case there's a game-breaking glitch or bug. So that's why I didn't jump into it right away. But the plan is we'll do a seasonal character, take them from level 1 all the way to level 100, and that is the plan. But with that being said, obviously, I'm going to call last call here, or technically I already did when I said we were at the climax of the film. So, Wolfies, with that being said, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, because I'm not going to pay for all of us to have another movie ticket here. I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, for Vampire Survivors. And still yet, I'm assuming we're probably not going to find any vampires actually in the game, which is the running joke. Anyway, Wolfies, have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you back here tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, at the Moonlight Brew. Till next time.